Hi everyone, it's Matthew here once again. And we are now going to do yet another episode of Card Sharks with the same Skype guest as before. But this time, Rodney, who is the 4-game champion with $45,600 in his pocket. Last time he went up against MBSportsandGames, and Rodney ended up beating Mikey for another game. And this time he has elected to take on newkirkgman2 for the very first time.
Howdy doody.
So I want to officially.
Good luck, Gary.
Okay, so I want to
And
I want to officially welcome Gary to Card Sharks. It's his first time on here, and you both know how to play. So let's get to this. First question always goes to the champion, and that's Rodney. Rodney, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Gary, are you ready?
Ready as I can be.
Okay. Rodney, we asked 100 policewomen. Have you had to wrestle a suspect to the ground? How many of these policewomen said they have had to wrestle a suspect to the ground?
Okay. I think this is a high number because that's a far job. So with that said, it's a high number of 67.
67?
Correct.
Okay. 67 of 100 policewomen said they wrestled a suspect to the ground. Gary, do you think that's higher or lower than 67?
I can see the question.
Sure. We asked 100 policewomen, have you had to wrestle a suspect to the ground? How many of these policewomen said yes, they have had to wrestle a suspect to the ground?
I never wrestled a woman to the ground before, but I'm going to say it's a little bit lower.
Okay, going lower. And Gary, if it is lower, you will play your cards. Rodney, if it is 67 or higher, you play yours. And the actual number of these policewomen who said they have had to wrestle a suspect to the ground is 72. It is higher, not lower. Rodney missed it by 5.
Wow.
Rodney, your card is, well, how much you missed it by? A 5.
I'm going to take a chance with that 5 and go higher.
Higher than a 5? An ace!
Lower.
Lower than an ace.
No.
Oh no! A double ace!
Oh.
Gary, you have to play your card. You deny with a question. It's a jack.
Wow. Lower.
Lower than a jack? A 7. What?
7. I'm going to go lower.
I'm taking a chance. Lower than a 7? Oh no, a queen. I'm gonna say you could have froze there. Gary, this is your question. Gary, we asked 100 married women. Did you suggest marriage before your husband? How many of these married women said yes, they suggested marriage before the husband did?
Well, it's rarely when I hear women suggesting first, but I'm going to have to say 64.
64 of 100 married women said they suggested marriage before her husband. Rodney, higher or lower than 67?
Well, most men suggest marriage very low when most men stand up to the woman proposes them first. So it is not a high number, so it has to be a very low number.
Going lower.
Lower.
Going lower. And the actual number of these married women who suggested marriage before the husband is 18. It is much lower. Rodney, you have your 5.
Let's talk higher again.
Higher than a 5? A 6.
You know my about stitches. Don't trust in those stitches. I'm afraid.
Freezing on that 6. Not giving Gary a chance at the cards. Third question goes to you, Rodney. Rodney, this is an educated guess question. What percentage of cars sold in Japan were American cars?
Okay. There's a lot of cars that are sold overseas and stuff. I guess my guess is going to be I would like to say 75%.
Rodney says that 75% of cars sold in Japan were American cars. Gary, do you think that's higher or lower than 75%?
For American cars?
Yes. Cars. What percentage of cars sold in Japan were American? That was the question, and Rodney said 75%.
Alright. For a shot, this is only a guess. I'm going to say it's a little bit lower.
Going lower. And the actual percentage of cars sold in Japan that were American is? 0! It is a lot lower.
What? Wow.
Gary, a chance for you. You can play your jack or change it.
What's my card?
A jack. You can play the jack or change it.
I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. Higher or lower?
Lower.
Lower than a jack? Oh no, an ace. Rodney, you have to play. Rodney, you have to play your 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6? An 8. 7 plus 1.
I'm
Freezing on that 8, putting you 2 cards away from game 1. And this is the 4th and final question, so someone must win on this play the cards, so control is very important. And the question goes to Gary. Gary, we found 100 people who have a pet pig. And we asked them, have you kissed your pig on the snout? How many of these people said they have kissed their pig on the snout?
My question, a buddy of mine has a pet pig, and I actually kissed the pig on the nose. No lie.
Oh my.
Oh God. Yeah. But anyways, I'm going to have to say 53.
How much?
53.
53 of 100 people with a pet pig said they've kissed their pig on the snout. Rodney, higher or lower than 53?
53 people get their pig on the snout, huh?
Correct. 100 people with a pet pig, have they kissed their pig on the snout? How many of them said yes?
I believe the number is 18, so it's lower.
He says lower. So control is... He says lower, and control is very important. And the actual number of these people with a pet pig who said they kissed their pet pig on the nose is 43. It is lower.
Okay.
And Rodney, here's the situation. You need 2 cards for game 1. You have a base card of an 8, 7 plus 1. You can play the 8 or change it, or you can pass it to Gary, who has a base card of a jack, and he needs all 4 cards to win the first game. What's it going to be?
Howard, should I make him play?
Yes.
Make him play.
All right, Gary, it's on you now. Rodney has passed it off to you. You have to play your jack. You do not win the question, and you cannot freeze. This is the last play of the cards.
Is that my jack?
Yes.
Alright, since it was higher last time, it better be lower.
Lower than a jack?
No.
Oh no, a king, and Rodney wins game 1. Gary, this is make or break for you.
Butt crack.
First question of round 2 goes to Rodney.
I'm not laughing right now.
Oh my. Rodney, we asked 100 single women. Did you tell a man that you're younger than you really are? How many of these single women said yes, they did tell a man she's younger than she really is?
I think that's going to be a high number because
Because what?
and my wife didn't want to do it either. So that's going to be a high number of 65.
65 of 100 single women said they told a man she's younger than she really is. Gary, higher or lower than 65?
How much of a woman does what?
How many of 100 single women have told a man that she's younger than she really is?
Oh gosh.
And Rodney said 65. Do you think that's higher or lower?
Lower.
He says lower. And the actual number of these single women who said they told a man that she's younger than she really is 10. It is much lower.
Wow. Good job, Gary.
Gary, your card is a 6.
Can you change it?
Yes, you can. You won the question. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, please.
Okay, when you win the quest, you can change the base card, and the 6 is now a king.
Lower.
Lower than a king. A jack.
I'm gonna freeze.
All right, freezing on the jack, not giving Rodney a chance with the cards. Gary, second question is yours.
Alright.
Gary, our surveyor, went down to Japan where he surveyed 100 married women, and we asked them, did you live with your husband before marrying him? How many of these married women in Japan said yes, they did live with their husband before she married him?
I know quite a lot of women that did that. I'm gonna have to say 69.
69 of 100 married women in Japan said they lived with their husband before marrying him. Rodney, higher or lower than 69? 69.
You know, the strangest thing, man, I saw this question last week while I was watching Card Sharks. And I know, I remember, that was very low. Because the people in Japan have the custom where you're supposed to get married first before you start sleeping with them. So it's lower.
Going lower. And the actual number of these married women in Japan said they lived with a husband before marrying him is 2. It is much lower. Only 2 of them. Rodney, your card is a 6.
Change that thing.
Alright, when you win the quest, you can change the base card. And the 6 is now a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack? A 6. Freezing on the 6, not giving Gary a chance at the cards. Third question goes to you, Rodney.
So why jump player?
Rodney, we asked 100 men, would you take a lie detector test at your workplace? How many of these men said they would take a lie detector test at their workplace?
Okay. It depends on the job, I think it is. If the job requires them to take it, I think for me, it would do it if it was for their job's sake. For me, I wouldn't want to do it if I had that choice. But that's going to be a tough question. So I'm going to make it right around the middle. I'm going to make it 48.
48 of 100 men said they would take a lie detector test at their workplace. And before I ask Gary, higher or lower, Rodney, did that happen to you personally?
No.
Okay. Gary, higher or lower than 48?
Higher.
He says higher. And the actual number of these men who would take a lie detector test at their workplace is 76. It is higher. Gary, you were right.
Wow. Good job, Gary.
Gary, you have your jack.
Lower, because that jack seems to hate me.
Lower than a jack? A 9. Didn't hate you this time.
Lower.
Taking a chance. Lower than a 9? Oh no, a queen. Rodney, an opportunity for you. A 6 is you have to play your 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6? Oh no, a 4. This is the fourth and final question. Someone must win on this play of the cards, so control is very important. And that question goes to Gary.
Alright.
Oh boy. Gary, we asked 100 married women, would you open a letter if you looked into your mailbox one day and found a perfume-scented letter for your husband from one of his old girlfriends? Would you open it? How many of these married women said they would open the letter?
First up, I would say, heck no, I would get my bomb thrown out. Even though it's not really well. I'm gonna have to say 66.
66 of 100 married women said they would open the letter if they found said they would open the letter. Rodney, higher or lower than 66?
You know what? I would go even higher than that.
Going higher. The actual number of these married women who would open the letter is 45. It is lower, not higher.
Wow.
All right, here's the situation. Gary, you have control of the cards. Your base card is a jack. You both need 3 cards for the second game. Gary, you need this game to stay alive. Rodney, with the base card of a 6, needs 3 cards as well. And if Rodney takes this game, he retains his championship again. Gary, you can play the jack or change it, or you can pass it to Rodney and he'll have to play off his 6. What is it going to be?
please, man.
Okay, he wants to change his jack. And Gary, I have to remind you that you have to go all the way. Your change is a 7.
The 7. Oh, yeah. This is sort of a difficulty. I'm going to say higher.
Higher than a 7? A queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen.
No.
Oh no, an ace. And Rodney retains his championship again.
Sorry, Gary.
Gary will bring you back for another episode. Rodney, you get another chance at the money cards.
Right.
And we're going to go to the money cards now. And Rodney will start you at the bottom row of $400 of betting money. Your bet rate costs 3 cards. You move to the second row, give you another $600 of betting money. Your bet rate costs another 3 cards. $50 for a bet till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half the money. And Rodney, you could win $60,800 if you go all the way. Not as much as before, but hey, it's good enough. And Rodney, you also have a joker just for making it to the money cards. And are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Alright, good luck to you, Rodney. You can change the base card 1 time per line, and if the same card comes up, it's a push, meaning you do not win, and you don't lose. For $400, Rodney, you start off with a king.
Alright. Change your card. I'm going to go $350 lower.
Ooh, he's holding back on that. $350. Lower than a king? It's a jack. $750 and a jack.
Alright. $700 lower.
Alright. $700. Lower than a jack?
No.
Oh no, a king. Rodney, you're down to $50.
That's okay. All below.
All of it. Lower than a king? It's a 7. Rodney, you have $100 now. You have a 7 now at your card. We'll give you another $600 of betting money. You now have $700 and a 7.
Okay, just change that 7 with a number 2.
Okay, when you win the question, okay, you're on a new row, so you can change the card. It's a queen.
So what, I'm going to go all of it lower than the queen.
Okay, double or nothing. $700. Lower than a queen. It's a deuce! $1,400 and a deuce!
All of it high.
Can't lose. $1,400. Higher than a deuce? It's a 10. $2,800 and a 10.
Okay. That's it. Alright. $200 lower.
200?
Yeah, 200.
Okay, he's just playing it safe. No shame in his game. $200. Lower than a 10? It's a 7. Rodney, you have $3,000 and a 7. You're at the big bet. You must bet at least $1,500. Do you want that 7?
No, let's change it with number 1.
Alright, this is his only change. Can you make a good one? It's a 3!
$3,000.
You have $3,000 and a 3. This is the big bet. You have to bet at least $1,500.
All of it higher.
Come on, for $6,000. Higher than a 3. It's a joker. You now have 2 chances at the jackpot.
All of it higher.
Higher than a 3 for a $3,000 bet.
No 2.
Oh no, another 3. But you do not lose. It is another 3. It is a push, no win, no loss. So you're now up to $48,800.
All right.
And you have 2 chances at a $40,000 jackpot.
Okay. We're gonna make it up with number 5. We hope it's behind 5.
Okay. Is it behind 5? Yes, it is! You got yourself another $40,000, Rodney, plus $5,000 for that unused chance. Rodney, you are becoming a giant killer. You have $88,800. And we'll see you all for the next episode.